Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always, huge massive thank you for the support. So I'm just popping in with a sneak peek of a brand new collection from Hunkydory that's coming up tomorrow on Hobbymaker. This one is called Everlasting Poppies, and it's just gorgeous. Lovely rich colours, very bright reds. It's lovely. So I'm just going to take you first of all through the kit. So this one is called Forever and Always. We've got the beautiful poppy there. We've got another little group of poppies here. We've got an All My Love. We've got little poppy buttons throughout and the border with the poppies on. We've got a sort of sentiment rhyme here. 2 hearts that beat in perfect rhyme. And what entwined through every turn of time. With every kiss the world feels new. A timeless tale of me and you. And we've got Forever and Always, wishing you a lifetime of love, laughter and happiness. And then we've got another little poppy topper there. Obviously that's sort of romantic sort of anniversaries, weddings. And look how bright that is. After all the Christmas and everything we've had, isn't that just gorgeous? That's the printed and then the foiled. Look at that, that's just feature foiling's just beautiful. And even the pattern in the background here, we've got the poppies in the background very faintly. Gorgeous, just simply gorgeous. Then this one's called Lest We Forget. So we've got a bigger topper, a smaller topper, a sort of even smaller topper there. We've got another one of these sentiment toppers with grateful hearts, we speak your name. Your memory burnt a steady flame. With heartfelt thanks, we'll always see the love you left in memory. Thank you for all you do, forever in our hearts. Today's moments are tomorrow's memories, make it count, and lest we forget. And again, we've got a border there as well, so perfect for your remembrance days and sad occasions as well. The foiled cardstock, you know, look at that along the top there, just gorgeous. With the printed poppies there. Again, we've got the sort of floral elements going through in the pattern. And then this one, look how bright that is. Just feels so vivid after coming through all of that Christmas. I mean, I've enjoyed the Christmas, but it's lovely to get back to some flowers. Then this one is called Special Days. So again, we've got the 2 sort of arch toppers there. We've got a circle topper here. We've got another sentiment one that says a poppy field, a sky so blue. Or bloom today to honour you. A birthday filled with peace and cheer. A love that grows more each year. And now obviously we've got that border of poppies there. On your special day, birthday wishes. Hope your day is full of joy and just for you. And then we've got a little poppy tag there as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then look at this foiled piece. I mean that, you know, you can have a little 6x6 and a sentiment there and job done. It's just gorgeous. And then the printed one again, gorgeous again. Brought in a butterfly this time, so if you've got any of those foiled butterflies, those sort of things, you can bring that in. Then the last one is called A Time to Heal. So we've got these 2 oval toppers. Again, we've got another sentiment one, which says, wishing you some peace and rest. With time to heal, you'll feel your best. The worst will pass, the clouds will clear, and sunshine soon will reappear. We've got a deepest sympathy, we've got a flower one there, thinking of you, I'm so sorry, hope you're feeling better soon, and a border that says you're in my thoughts, again with the foiled poppy on. And then look at that one, look at that, that's just stunning, isn't it? I saved the best till last. Edge to edge foiled, vivid gorgeousness. And then the printed one, we've got our little bumblebee coming in as well. And that frame, I mean, you could cut that out of there and have this as a frame in its own right, but loads of things you can do. And then if I keep that there, I'll show you the acetate. So you've got your poppies there, and then the next one is just that one with the border on, so it doesn't necessarily have to go with this kit, it'll go with pretty much all of the ones they've done. And then we've got that edge to edge foil, the same as that cardstock. Beautiful. I think I might have 2 of those there. No, I haven't. That's the edge to edge foiled cardstock, and then the corners there, so that to me is 2 pieces there. So I'm going to be having a little play with those. Let's pop that inside there. And then there is a pack of edge to edge foiled cardstock as well, and it is stunning. I mean, you've got the green, got your poppy red, very bright red, the white. I'm just quickly showing you these. I'm sure they'll show you in better detail on the TV. But this is just a little sneak peek just to whet the appetite. And that could be anything, male, female, anything. Same with that one in the white. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Some more of the text in the green and the white. Green and the red for that border there. I mean, you could just cut that off and have it as a lovely border. That sort of floral leaf in the red and the green. And then lastly, in the sort of, I think this is Tea Garden, is it? I think it's called. And then you've got that darker red one there. Okay, so that is the kit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop this away and I'll bring you in the samples that I've made with it. Okay, so I'm just going to bring the samples in. So the first one, we'll start with the biggest one really, which is this huge 8x8. Use the acetates on here, some of the items on the sheet, and then the cardstock on the inside. So it's just a pretty standard sort of 8x8 with that cutaway. And then again using the acetate for this 7x7. So I've used some of the foiled cardstock as a border there, added some gems in, put that oval on the slant like I usually do. It looked a little bit plain behind there, and I could have embossed it, but I thought I'd make the use of that beautiful gold foiling on that acetate and just popped it behind the frame, pop that up, and I think it sort of brings it all together. So that's that one. I had to add in a cute little 6x6 stepper with the little, let's just pop you down there a little bit. So with the little bow, I used the embossing folder from, I think it's magazine 83, which is that sort of tattered fabric, is it? Yeah, tattered fabric. And obviously we've got that border again, the same one that I used on this card up here. Love this foiled image here, so I did cut it off just to bring a bit of detail in. Again, I've used that acetate behind that frame just for that little hint of luxury. And then I made one of my sort of grand steppers. This is the 7x7, the circle toppers. Probably could have been a little straighter. I might amend that in a minute. But then we've got that cardstock again. That's that same cardstock that I've used on those two there. This is the same cardstock that I've used on the edges here, and some pearls just for effect, and popped a couple of pearls and the sentiments on. And then lastly, for the kit cards, I did one of these cutting cards with the steps. So we've got our sort of in sort of memory sort of card, you know, lest we forget, that sort of thing. Obviously it's very topical with these poppies, and that's just that one there, stands up beautifully. And green pearls on this one. I think that's in the Christmas selection for the pearls. And then using the pocket pads, I did one of these pop-up panels. Again, this is that foiled cardstock that comes with it. Not with it, that may be part of a package, but it's from the same collection. Beautiful. I love this white one with the gold foiling, the writing on. These are the papers, a little bit of green tea, and that's embossed with the script embossing folder. And these are the shaped sentiments, again another favourite of mine. And then just decoupage that up with the mini ovals for the shape. I use those mini ovals a lot on these. And then the next card, using that acetate again, and this is the same sheet that I've used on all of those other cards for the acetate, except for that large one, which was a sort of different sheet, but all the others have had this one on. Again, we've got that text, but in the green on the foiling. inside one of the papers. Again, shaped sentiment and some light green pearls on that one. A little bit of decoupage on there just for effect. And then there's a new style of card. Now it actually is, if I fold it down now, it's very chunky. You can see how chunky it is, but it is a 5x7. And basically what it is 5 little Z folds going across. Now 2 of them, or depending on which size you want it to be, but 2 of them are raised on foam pads so that it will go over the top and fold down flat. It does have to be convinced that it wants to do that. But sentiments, I use the bigger birthdays, so I put a grandma one on there. Again, those shaped sentiments, and haven't put any pearls or anything on there. I think with that foiled cardstock, and that you can see how it stands beautifully. And if you want me to, I will do a tutorial video on this one. It would have to be just this one card though, because there is an awful lot of cutting involved on it. So if it's a start to finish video, it would be just that one card, but I'm more than happy to do that if anybody wants to see that one made, because it is a little bit of a stunner when it's made. But those are the cards I'm sending off to Hunkydory, so hopefully maybe 1 or 2 of them will make it to either Hobbymaker or Hunkydory, we'll see. And I'm sure you guys, I mean I usually watch them myself, but you guys usually give me the heads up if you see them as well. But that's it for this video, so thanks so much for watching. Just remember that there is these is the pocket pad in that set, so you know there is that pocket pad that's going to be available, and these should be up on Hobbymaker tomorrow for you, and then shortly after they'll go to Hunkydory themselves. But thanks for watching, thanks for taking the time to watch this sneak peek, and until next time, happy crafting, bye.